Hello. Alright, that works. Let me turn it down. Actually, I'll turn this down a little bit. And hopefully, y'all can hear me more. Okay. Let's go with the short guy. Dunes folk. Short as hell. White. This one or this one. Blue and white. Yes. Now I don't care about the eye shapes. Large. Blue and white. Ears large. Yep, that's fine. Keep the no. Manphilia. Now the biggest decision for all. What to play. Stop zooming out. Want to be DPS, healer, or tank? Only one thing to be healer. I wish you didn't have to have two names. Just leaving it as Helix would be nice. Okay. 20 people in queue. Do this. Got some doggos doing the barkies.
Here. Here. Feel.
Sorry about the wait. Had to go use the restroom. Boy. You alright, lad? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'd be the aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Feeling better, Kupo? Aha, you can see us. I had a feeling you could. We're Moogles and we live in this woods. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happen. Have you a chance to witness anything suspicious? I was just born and created. How could I witness anything? Of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you. Yordania is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, I was about to keep you company till we get there. Them youngins don't much care for conversation, you see. Remont's the name, and peddling's me trade. So your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventurers are risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Money. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Cordelia is renowned for his leatherworkers and carpenters, not to mention his botanists. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime that will help you make your fortune. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Oh, go no further. What's this then? What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixil For your own safety, you must remain here until. Wizard peoples! Bloody hells, we shall hold them here, try to break clear. That was too bleeding close. FFXIV said us a welcome party. Though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, or so just you take care, alright? By the by, this is your first trip to Gridania. No, I've been here before. So I played this game before. Oh. Thought not. Oh, but I'll wager there's been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journey itinerant to teach you a few new things about your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap banging in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all of Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, my sense of calamity laid half of it to waste. Destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. Oh, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation, blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag that about having met, and I'll consider a square.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Turn that down a little bit. You there, yes you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I'm a Burtenant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see what you are. I am the killer of all things. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select a control scheme. Okay. Alright, here comes the boring crap. Yes, yes. No. Get rid of you. Let me set up. Boop. Don't need active help. Don't want recommendations. Names, NPCs. Hotbars. Sharing. No, no. And not doing it cross. I would like to see swear words. Actually, for YouTube's sake, no. Apply all clues. HUD layout. Health bar goes there. Experience goes at the top. Bar 6 is the shareable. Ooh. Alright. Oop. Teleport and return. Talk to Hill. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Another green adventurer, presume. Thought as much. Cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for your work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters for the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. Carline Canopy is building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mayone at home. Within, and she will take you in hand. You have begun the quest. Use tools to help you complete your task. Blah blah. Meow. I barely come up to the countertop. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer, come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Welcome Onum's my name, or Mother Monet, as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the Guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well within our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that has to say nothing of the calamity. Even now the wounds have barely begun to heal. But I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon, Dalamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square malm of the Twelve's wood was spared the devastation, yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable. But it's also true. For reasons I can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet, amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved by certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked a life and limb for the sake of the realm, and yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do not do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scroll your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There is a special place in the seventh hell of those who use amusing aliases. Mind Goblin. Helix Blue, You quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of the Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and bounty of the Twelve's wood. The guild expects great things from you. Look what just arrived, another God's damned adventurer. I'm a midget. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The elder seed seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not, lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, Mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the seventh head. Dude, I'll jump and bite your acorns. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12 woods of late, you see, and the wood whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know. Your good self included. Fear not, however, given a catalogue of exemplary deeds in no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Silence the cell phone. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mione to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first steps in adventuring the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mione, and then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Put that there. Mione, proprietress of the Carline Canopy, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Conjurers Guild. There is no better place to learn the arts of conjuring. Speak with Bedell, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons, armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need on his travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak to Parsamontret and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Ew. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not too long ago. You have your task, Helix. May Nafika guide your path. And one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to offer a helping hand. I am certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation. And in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. I'll suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Alrighty, first is the Fireworks. That's right. Moonfire. Festival. Aetheryte. Big crystal. Bernadette. Bernadette is searching for adventures seeker to prove their mettle. Newly come to Gridania, are you in search of fame or fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Constalope of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the 12 have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid will be well received. Got my own side quest going on. First side quest. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are a faithfully following Mother Melanie's instructions. I see you. I made to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nicey at the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetheryte. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connections to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I'm here to answer your questions. Well, thank you. You attune to the Aetherite and you are now able to use the return spell. But what about the teleport spell? I don't get that until I get something else. Alright. Doop 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 boing. Gotta attune to all these over the city so I can teleport around the city. Instead of running around like I am doing. You don't have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel through the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand on the Ethernet shards. Oh, shit. Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you are right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Yes, I do. Right, come on. Constalope of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest fungars. Ordinarily, the forest fungars that inhabit the central shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we see reports that the vast clouds of the creature's spores have rendered parts of the 12's wood impassable and ruined crops besides. We periodically call the fungar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it even more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting fungars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the Central Shroud and exterminate 6 of these pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. One at a time is for weaklings. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this name. Behas of the Archers Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the markets. Hail, adventurer, might you have a moment? I'm in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower, in the midst of the markets. Why wouldn't I simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I am sure you have observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather, in person, they can be, a little on the picky side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets, please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. Alright. Hot bars. Display hide. There we go. The markets. Spooky J. Parsimon Trot. But what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Parsimon Trot, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you have some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now. This whole encounter reeks of Moni's handiwork, and more specifically, her baking. Don't look so surprised, son. I smelled the eel pie of yours mom's away. Hand it over. I would throw it in his face if I could. That flaky crust, just divine. Very well, a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the Rosewood Stalls, directly south of here. You will be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to the craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it's potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony Stalls. The shelves are lavishly stocked by widely traveled Ulden merchants, and I may truly say that I have seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with the price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go peruse the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience, after all. And I'm weary of talking, unless you have another eel pie. Talk to him again. The master of the market's personnel is willing to permit the adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests. This order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Thinggold of the Lancer's Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares. So numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I'm spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Mercantile. While I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity, but worry not, I'm a man of my word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Thinggold, and she may even see fit to reward you. Parnell. Greetings, sir. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? No, I have a letter. Was this a missive from Fmibas, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of the potions in the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why could she not ask the question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? If we mistrust outsiders, it is only because so many of them have brought chaos to the Twelves Wood. Such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten, yet I suppose we might endeavor to be a little less cold. Complete. Whoop whoop, got monies. There are two people back here to talk to. Admiranda. Welcome, welcome. On the behest of the good Master Parsemontret, you say? To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lord? I may take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. But you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes. Feel free to take as much as you require. And you will, of course, inform Master Parsemontret that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Girthid. Sorry, mate, we ain't open yet. Oh, one of Parsemontret's. What was it you said you wanted? A bonehead spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Oh my god. Okay. What did you do? Leatherworkers Guild initiated Bower. Unicorn and a fox. You got discerning eyes, sir. The craftsmanship truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any manner of Parsemontret gods. If I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Only one was happy to help. Lancer's Guild. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Persemontret? So soon, I am impressed. Placed my order a short time ago. Yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Persemontret is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image if you have any aspiration as a merchant. That reminds me. Boink. Ah, a fresh adventurer. Very manner of person I had wished to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder. But I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers or the gods quiver. Hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch such woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name. Not here in Gridani, at any rate. And you know what becomes an incapable adventurers? Ah, but perhaps it is best you do not. The squirrels of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not. Okay. Sprinty sprint. Do a sand. Need of an adventurer to deliver a message. You that adventurer, could you deliver a message for me? My superior, Millicent, is stationed outside of Atelier Fenil. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due, truth be told. However, I can't simply abandon my post. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely. She has a bit of a temper. Get the mail real quick. I'm not going to talk to you, Moogle. Thanks for being subscribed for almost 700 days. Whew. Alright, let's talk to Estang. Estang, the caretaker of Mikoto's amphitheater, needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. Greetings, traveler. Come to see Mikoto's famed amphitheater, have you? I'm Estang, caretaker of this finest centerpiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it is not only well-meaning men like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation. So much so, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of these things makes gathering them all something of a chore, and it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you could give me. Alright, let's go pick up vegetables. All done. Well done, friend. Mikato herself would sing you praise. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gridania, and it was her wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the Sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need for the vegetables here, but mayhap the Carline canopy can make use of them anyway. Thanks be to the elementals for bringing you here today. Complete. Got 5 wind shards and 100 plus skill. Attune. Run. Millicent. What's all this about? Demon says he needs his break. The nerve of that sniveling little shite. Crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the Ixel the other day? And sending a bloody unknown adventurer to do his bleating? No less. That self-serving sod thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his sore soles, while welcoming all manner of gill-grabbing adventurers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. Makes me blood boil, it does. Ah, but it's not you. I should be given a piece of me mind too. You seem a decent enough sort, considering. Still understand that it is our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. He wrote, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool that he is. Go on then and stay out of trouble. 5 potions. And a level 4. Learn a new spell, Arrow. Get you in a sec. Samhain. A botanist named Samhain is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. Stop right there and not another step. Ooh. I apologize if I've startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknownst to myself, I've been scattering Zima rose hips all along this road. Oh God, good sir, if you would help me gather them, I'd ever be so grateful. Thank you, your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rose hips should be lying on the road between here and the Great Loom Growlery. Remember to tread lightly lest you crush them underfoot. Smash 'em. These things are the size of my head. Ooh, gathered them all. Ethelred. Botanist named Ethelred needs an adventurer to make a delivery on his behalf. Sure. God's darn it, another adventurer. Your lot flies on muck. Whatever Gordania did to deserve such a plague, I don't know, Spitz. I suppose times are changing and we keep telling me. They keep telling me I should. And perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me, just take this Azima Rose to Waldo of Stillglade Fane, will you? What are you standing here for? Therefore, go and deliver the bloody rose. Kick you in the butt. Turning these rose hips to Sammy Aang. Good sir, pray tell me you have recovered all the rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveler's boot. I tried jumping on one. Blessings be upon you. I feared this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but Azima roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it is my responsibility to see Gordania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. Adelaide. The conjurer Melaine seeks an assistant for her frantically busy student. You there, you are an adventurer, yes? Good, I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student Brea. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement at becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. You've attuned yourself with all the ether net shards. In Gardania, the Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and Airship Landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Can I move? Waldo. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurer's Guild. Here we... Oh, sorry. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance, yet I must confess the elementals did not whisper of your coming. We did indeed request an Azima rose from Ethelred, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Ethelred has long held a grudge against many adventurers who have passed through Gardania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by olden collectors they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet, if it is peace we desire, we must all learn to look beyond mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudices. So, as the elder seed seer taught us, and so do we live. It is raining. I doubt it was easy for Ethelred to entrust this Azima Rose to you. When he hears we have received it, he will become to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. 118 gil. I'll take it. To the tunnel's raining. You seek the secrets of Conjurer Adventurer, and search no longer, for you have found your way to the Conjurer's Guild. It is Maloney's request that you have come, then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjurer is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature, that they might bring about change in the form of spells. Primitive magic such as that once wrought by individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate ether, that has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjuring emerged from this shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence, and the 12s would, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth in the great subterranean city of Gilmora. But their desire to settle in the 12 would continue to burn fiercely. Time and again, they sought to curry the elementals' favor. Unlike men and other creatures bound to temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure ether. Recognizing this, the mages of Eld reasoned that their talent of etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. Bleh. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. Their reward, the elementals' permission to dwell in the 12's wood. So it was that the nation of Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians through the hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. I didn't know I could move that. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the hearers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjuring. I hope this has helped you gain a greater understanding of Conjurer's Guild. Should you wish to delve further into the mysteries of conjuring, I urge you to consider joining our ranks. I can begin your initiation whenever you desire. Call upon me when you are ready to take the first step. Hey, guess what? Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurer's Guild? Yes. That is well. I shall introduce you to our guild master, Brother Isumayon. Brother E presides over the Conjurer's Guild, even as he serves as serves the nation as a hearer. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. Okay. Hey, look, it's Brea. Yes, I am Brea. I am also awfully bit. Oh, you say Lady Mullane herself asked you to assist me. In that case, I suppose you might lend a hand, especially as mine appear to be shaking through only very slightly. Not that it's not anything to worry about, mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this Azima Rose oil and refill the censers. There are two that require attention. Please have a care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. I was busy with preparation for the coming ceremony that needs an adventurer to bring her scarlet oil. Might you perchance be comfortable around Vilekin? If so, I have urgent need of your assistance. You see, I am preparing with the forthcoming auguries when I found to my great embarrassment that we lack the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. If it is not too much to ask, I would be most grateful if you could resupply us in time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the bannock. 6 of the Vilekin should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. Now I gotta kill 10 ladybugs. Alright. Rose oil in the center. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade fame. I am Brother Isumayon, master of this guild. Before you are formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principle of conjuring. Pray attend to me well. Conjuring is an arcane art that takes life and the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is the salving of hurts and the granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself oft stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are like to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to country than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjuring may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you will also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ the powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp upon a single hearing. But worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. Aye, you will come to understand that conjuring is not the sole province of the conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12's wood alike. Can you make this vow? Sure, why not? I knew your answer were your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurers Guild. And so to work, listen well now, for I would assign you your first task as a conjurer in Stillglade fame. Just beyond the city gates, you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and fungi. I would have you slay 3 of each, lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life. Know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add, through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the 12's wood. a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in so doing, you will come to learn something of your art. Go now, Helix, and perform your first task as the name of the elementals. In the name of the elementals. Alright, that's where I'm going to end it right there.